Hello, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Ethan,
My name is Jacob.
and this is episode 2.
Grab your tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast, guys. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Hey, did you hear about what happened with Yemen and the United States and the UK?
I did, man. That is absolutely insane, actually. I believe that we're going to be going into World War III soon.
But get this. The Secretary of Defense for the United States was hospitalized for a week and did not tell the White House at all.
Wait, actually?
Yes. Job is very important, but he didn't let anyone know where he was.
Yeah.
He had a surgery, apparently, for some, I don't know exactly what, but... And Biden did not get Congress permission to do these airstrikes on Yemen. And apparently it's been going like 4 days of airstrikes straight because they keep retaliating.
People from Yemen keep retaliating?
Yeah.
Well, they shot ballistic missiles at the U.S. warships first, didn't they?
Yeah. But we did not get like the go-ahead to do the airstrikes before they were sent.
Wow.
So it's pretty much like an act of war, like, you know?
How big of the consequences do you think are going to be for those? Do you think you could get like treason for that shit?
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
it's crazy. Well, do you believe that World War III might be coming soon because of these actions?
I'm pretty sure of it.
Well, I hope I don't get drafted, bro. No, that's a terrible.
You played enough Call of Duty now, you know.
Call of Duty is not the same.
You could make it out the gulag. No. Trust me. You can make it out the gulag.
You think so?
No. If I'm being honest, no.
Well, a lot of people think. Okay, so do you remember Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
2025. Like, there's a map in Call of Duty, like where you go to Yemen. Yeah.
No way.
Yes. Yes, bro. It's crazy.
No,
it's
is
crazy.
That real?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people believe that Black Ops 2 predicted the future.
Like The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's insane.
Did The Simpsons predict anything about Yemen?
I don't think so.
But they've predicted a lot of things.
They have. Well, I don't think I would last 2 minutes on the war, bro.
But you know, movies and stuff are showing us like what's happening.
Yeah. What was that one movie called?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. Yeah.
They're giving us warnings, and a lot of people are waking up. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, we need to wake up more.
We need some Folgers in our cup.
Start waking up.
It's Folgers in your cup.
I wasn't gonna say that.
But yeah, episode 2, guys. Let us know in the comments what you want to see on the podcast.
Exactly. Know? Yes. Please.
We're gonna try to get guests on, but you heard Honest Ave. He wanted to be on the podcast. He told me in the DMs, but he's just way too busy right now. He just dropped a song about his dad overdosing, and it hit like 1 million streams in 5 days.
Wow, really?
And he's got like meetings. I'm pretty sure they're with record labels. He didn't clarify, but he said in LA and Miami this week he's got meetings. So
does he?
Yeah, that's huge.
Congratulations to him, honestly, bro.
He's been through a lot. Yeah. He's got the song. It's called "I'd Rather Overdose." It's out now, guys. Y'all go check it out. But yeah, what else? What else is going on in the world today?
Savannah Soto.
Oh, that girl that was pregnant?
Yes.
That was devastating, man.
Dude, no. You have absolutely no idea. So she was supposed to go to the hospital and get induced on the 23rd of December, and didn't show up to it.
Wow.
And a few days later, her and her boyfriend were found in a car tied up.
Yeah.
And so far they've arrested 3 different suspects for it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a 19.
Know why they did it?
No, there's no motive. Okay, so there was a 19-year-old son, his dad, and then their stepmom have been arrested.
The whole family in on it?
Yes.
It's a menaces. Oh my god, that's crazy. This was up in like near San Antonio, right?
I believe so. Yeah, up in San Antonio. But yeah, so them 3 have been arrested, and the son, his statement said that they were doing a weed deal. And the dude who was trying to sell him the weed, Savannah's boyfriend, he pulled out a gun, and whenever he pulled it out, he pushed it up like this and ended up shooting Savannah. Well, apparently the dude tried it again, and then he pushed it up and he shot himself.
I don't.
Yeah, but at first, a lot of people believed that it was the cartel's doing because the boyfriend is involved with a lot of drugs and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
A lot of
I think it
drug
was just
dealing.
someone who saw that he had that amount,
Mm-hmm.
and wanted more, wanted to rob him.
There was this dude named Ricky Lee Green, I think.
Oh yeah, he was like not too far from here.
Yeah,
And
literally, Boyd is like, what? How far away from here? What, like 10, 15 minutes or so?
15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, but he was convicted for like 4 murders, I believe, and he was executed in prison. But around that time that he was killing, there was about maybe 14, 15 other people that disappeared as well, but like their bodies were never recovered.
Really?
Yeah, no. It was insane.
Yeah, didn't you bury him in the nature center in Fort Worth?
I heard something like that, I believe. There wasn't a
My-
whole lot of information on him that I could find.
My dad, he actually told me that he used to know him, and he invited him to his house one night for like a party. Get together.
Really?
Apparently, he invited people over, and that's whenever he like committed the murders.
He committed the murders at that house party? Like all 4 of them, or just?
Well, one was at some lake, I think. His
Well-
first victim.
Yeah, I heard his first victim. He chopped off his head and castrated her. That was probably the most gruesome murder, I believe. Was his best friend. What was his name? His last name is Pfefferman. Something Pfefferman.
I'm not too sure.
But they were like really close friends, and
Yeah.
I think they used to work together. But he invited him over to his house to for sex. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
And they wanted to try something new like bondage. Well, he ended up tying him up, and he stabbed him to death multiple times. Multiple
Wow.
times, yeah.
That
And he
was
also,
not part of the plan.
well, that was part of the plan, but the dude
Well,
didn't know about it.
Part of Ricky's plan, but
Yeah, his wife also helped him kill like 2 other ladies. Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm. But I think she got off scot-free. They couldn't prove that she was part of it.
I heard somewhere that they had sexual intercourse in people's blood.
Really? That's gross.
They were weird like that.
That is
They were
disgusting.
built different. They were built very different in the brain.
Would you do that?
What?
Would you?
Oh, wait. Are you asking me if I'd have sex in someone's blood?
Yeah.
No.
No. Why not?
Because that's not a normal thing to do. You know?
Yeah, that is true.
Harrison's son from Pawn Stars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he OD'd on some drugs. Like, I think it was yesterday. I'm pretty sure.
He died yesterday.
Yeah. This comes out on Sunday, guys. He died 2 days ago. Okay. It was pretty crazy, but fentanyl is killing a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah.
It's in almost everything. If you're taking substances, guys, please be safe. You never know what's in that
Please do.
stuff.
Make sure you're checking your drugs and all that. If you are going to do drugs.
We're not lecturing you. We're just making sure you're safe.
Exactly. Yeah. We just want y'all to be safe. Jelly Roll actually went and talked to, what was it? He went to a podium and
Congress.
did Congress, and he talked to him about how many people are dying from fentanyl.
Yeah.
And that should really, really be stepped up on.
As a former drug dealer, he thought it was a victimless crime, but
now he's realizing that it actually does hurt a lot of other people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy how much.
And Big Pharma is the reason behind fentanyl. Fentanyl was made by a United States doctor.
Really?
Yeah. It was
I did not know that.
Highly medical drug like they use in hospitals during surgeries and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But now it's on the streets, and
I'm sure a lot of the drug problems that we're having now, because look at our borders in Texas, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them are being torn down.
But the real big problem is Big Pharma, because they get people addicted from giving them pain pills for surgeries and stuff, which is needed.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, back to Honest Dave, like his dad, you know what I mean? He was going through lots of surgeries, and they were just shoving pills down his throat, and eventually he overtook him,
Yeah.
Personally, I've never had anybody die from overdosing. Thank God. But
But it's a big struggle in America.
mm-hmm.
It's a huge problem.
It is very big.
But since they're talking about it in Congress, maybe that's the step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
it's already such a big problem that it's going to be hard to
I mean,
overcome.
we've been fighting drugs
the war on drugs since Ronald Reagan.
Exactly, bro.
Ronald
like,
Reagan
when was that? Like the 1970s, right? 1980s,
something like that.
around
80s
there.
or 70s, yeah. But that's insane.
A lot of white people love cocaine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Personally, I never did.
Theo Vaughn, he said his favorite weed was cocaine.
Exactly, yeah. Shout out to Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, he's the reason we're starting this podcast. He's one of our inspirations.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I love Theo Vaughn, man. He's hilarious. I love it. I love his content, man.
You saw he was on ESPN?
No, I did not.
Dude,
actually,
he was at I think it was college football. I'm pretty sure.
For which team?
National championship.
Oh yeah.
He was on there talking to the reporters and stuff.
Actually, that's really cool.
Yeah, he's made it far in life.
And speaking of famous people, Lil Dicky, did you hear that he dropped that new album?
Yeah, it's based off his TV show. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I heard there's a third season.
Yeah, there's 3 seasons now.
I need to watch
Drake
it.
made a cameo in one episode. It was pretty funny. The album is pretty deep, honestly. Some songs, but some songs are funny. I heard he said he lets women lick his anus or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Man, he's Lil Dicky,
Yeah, Lil Dicky.
He's always gonna be one of the
man.
goats.
Did you hear what's going on with Africa?
What's going on with Africa?
In Africa, I wouldn't say right down the middle maybe, but it's around Ethiopia, and it's like a 35-mile long crack that is basically it's separating Africa.
So like Pangea.
Yeah, it's like it's still continuing. And there's a giant ocean that is forming
in it?
Yeah, it's forming in between those 2 land masses.
So they finally got water.
They've been around water forever.
I know.
But imagine all those people that are living in that area, and they're just drifting away from their town.
Their brother was on the way back. He's all cross. He's like, "What's going on?
New ocean forming, buddy."
Swim across. Too dangerous. That's 35 miles.
Well, yeah, no. The crack is 35 miles. I don't know about the width.
Oh, I thought you were saying the width was 35 miles.
No, from Ethiopia down, it's big, huge crack, dude.
Wow.
It's insane. It is really crazy. And I've heard that there's other places that have been getting cracks as well. And recently there's been a lot of earthquakes and
tsunamis.
Did
you hear about the one in Japan?
No, well, I heard about it, but
it was huge. It created a tsunami.
It created a tsunami?
That's how tsunamis start, pretty much. Earthquakes, and then the water going back and forth, I think. It goes up, and then it comes all the way back, and it goes like a huge wave coming at you.
Has Texas ever had tsunamis before?
I don't think so, but did you hear about the hurricane in Galveston in the 1700s?
Did we learn that?
It killed a lot of people. That's why all the houses are on stilts now. They're raised up. It killed I don't know how many people, but quite a bit, over 1,000.
Yeah. In one sweep?
Throughout the whole storm, yeah.
Wow. We didn't learn that in school, did we?
Honestly,
I mean, since we live in Texas, I figured it to be in schools, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, and that's why Galveston and Houston, or if you're by the ocean, that's why they're all on stilts now.
So one time I was driving into Galveston, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the waves were crashing up over the wall onto the road we were going on.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense. Also, there's an artist in Galveston. His name is Gabriel. He does a bunch of artwork for local residents and stuff. He's done houses, and he puts his name on all the art he's done. Pretty cool.
Do you think he has any art in the museums out there in Galveston, or any in Dallas or anything?
Maybe, but dude, did you hear about that museum in Dallas, the Perot Museum? They're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
Actually?
They're splicing Indian elephant DNA with mammoth DNA they found in the Arctic, and they're gonna bring it back to life.
Dude, that would actually be crazy.
I'm telling you,
Like,
man.
imagine walking around like New York City or Dallas, and you just
And then
see
you
like
see Manny from Ice Age just walking.
like whole ass woolly mammoths.
It's probably gonna be in a zoo or something.
Do you think they'll actually be able to like recreate like the actual size of the woolly mammoths, or just like a miniature version of it?
I'm not too sure. It's probably gonna be a baby at first, you know.
Be like 3D printed animals.
3D printed animals.
I mean, that's what I feel like it'd be like. I mean, how else do they do it? In a petri dish or what?
Okay,
A petri dish.
so here's the thing. They're going to splice the DNA together in a lab,
Mm-hmm.
and once they get an embryo, then they have to implant that embryo into a living being's womb. So my guess is they're probably going to implant it into the womb of an African elephant.
The Indian elephant.
That would be
And then
so.
the
It would
implant-
be so. It would be like half woolly mammoth, half African elephant.
Well, yes, that's what they're doing. They're taking the DNA of the African elephant and the DNA of a woolly mammoth, and they're putting them together and
So-
making an embryo. They're going to take that embryo and just place it in the womb of that.
So did they find this woolly mammoth DNA, or did they create it?
They found it
Where did they find it at?
in the Arctic.
In the
Frozen
Arctic?
and yeah, like a tundra.
What other kind of DNA do you think might be down there?
Maybe, just maybe, they'll find a sloth named Sid as well. Next
No,
to mammoth.
the first sloth ever made, like from humankind, his name should be Sid, and the first mammoth should be called Manny.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense, right?
of course, man. Like Ray Romano should be like its godfather.
Who's Ray Romano?
Everybody loves Raymond, the guy
Oh,
who
really?
voices Manny and Ice Age.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
You never knew this?
No.
In
I mean, I knew the voice
20-something
sounded
years?
similar, but I never put it together.
Like, oh, this man sounds very like Ray Romano. Oh my gosh. You must be an impersonator or a voice impressionist or something.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, did you hear what happened in Ecuador?
Dude, you're talking about the TV station that got shut up hijacked by mass gunmen, right?
Yeah, dude. Apparently, a highly respected gang member.
He was in prison and he vanished from prison, is what I heard.
escaped.
But nobody really knows if those two are connected together. But since those incidents have happened, there have been at least 10 people killed, also including they weren't killed, but there were 7 people injured in the
TV station.
yeah, the TV station thing that happened. Yeah.
I saw that they arrested the gunman though.
Yeah, there were 13 arrests made.
13.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm. It's
Did they
crazy.
like give
bro.
a message to the people or anything?
I'm not sure. I didn't read that far. A lot of crazy shit has been happening since 2024 started.
Since 2020 started.
Well,
With-
yeah, but like since January 1st of this year, there has been so much, like so many incidents. Like it's insane. Earthquakes, tsunamis, cracks. So many famous people have died. Like, what is happening? The world.
Well,
Do you think the world is coming?
Conspiracy theory about the celebrities that die.
Mm-hmm.
Most like they're probably on the list, you know.
Well, I mean,
Epstein's
not.
list, they're being killed off so they don't speak on anything, you know. Bill Clinton, you know, he was part of that list.
But Bill Clinton's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's probably having people killed off. He probably had Epstein murdered.
Well,
Let's be real.
Epstein apparently murdered himself in prison.
No.
Like he apparently.
What are
killed
the
himself.
odds that the camera stopped working and the cells were open? Bill Clinton probably gave someone some commissary, some like Cheetos, to go into Jeffrey's cell and make it look like he committed suicide. You know?
That could be a possibility for sure.
Like,
But I've heard there were like over 200 something names on that list. like including Bill Clinton, Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking was wild to me.
I know, that's crazy.
Like,
You heard what he apparently liked, right?
what did he
He had a
like?
fetish for watching midgets in bikinis trying to do write on a whiteboard that's too tall for them. Yeah.
Bro,
Little
what?
kinky dude.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, but does his thing, does it even work?
I mean,
No, not anymore.
I've seen some things of scientists saying that, or not scientists, but like doctors saying that it is a possibility that it could have worked.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just because like you're paralyzed doesn't mean
Do you wish
necessarily that muscle
do you,
is
do you wish you could have found out if it worked?
low key. Probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The thing about him not having to, he just sits there. He gets somebody else has to do all of it, and and he's just yes, baby, yes, on his little computer.
I never thought about it.
That list, dude. I'm gonna do more research on it for sure. Talk about it in
Yeah.
the next podcast a little bit more. But I've seen videos of the island and what it looked like.
Did you see the video of Bill Clinton and what was that guy from like the UK? Prince Harry or something?
No, Prince. Oh, I forgot his name. I literally watched a video about it the other day
Yeah, you watched the video?
on the news.
Oh, they played on the news?
No, not that video.
Oh,
Andrew. Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah. Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton have a sex tape together with a couple kids or something.
Kids? Like how young? Like how young kids?
I don't know, but Bill Clinton, and I quote, said, "I like them young."
Like actually? Like that
Yeah,
was
that was
actually
in
a
the
statement he
transcript.
made?
Yeah, that was in the transcript in the court document.
Say that in court?
No, he said that to a girl who quoted it.
She quote like it wasn't on video. It came out of somebody else's mouth.
I believe so. But yeah. Who do you got going to the Super Bowl? Who do you think's gonna go?
Right now, who's in the playoffs right now? It's the Chiefs and the
Chiefs and
the Ravens,
the Ravens,
and then the
49ers
and the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm rooting for the Lions now.
Remember that episode we talked about the conspiracy theory with the Super Bowl logo in
Yeah.
episode 1?
I mean, it's looking really close actually. So the Ravens, so I really think the Ravens are gonna go, but
Lamar Jackson.
the Lions. I think the
Man,
Lions
it's
got
terrible.
it, dude.
It's
I
so
think the Lions got it
terrible.
in the bag.
It's so terrible that the Texans didn't make it.
I know. I was
Because
rooting for them for
Stroud
sure.
is a great dude. He's a rookie. He's been doing
That whole team, even the coach is a rookie, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's the fact they made it this far is pretty good, though.
Nobody expected them to get that far. Like even Stephen A. Smith
was like doubting him so
literally,
bad.
yeah, he was like, "Nah, they're not gonna go that far."
But if someone were to hear someone doubting them, they want to prove them wrong. So it's motivating to them.
Exactly, yeah. So the more shit you get talked onto you, the more harder you're gonna want to work. But I mean, I guess that's not the case for Dak, is it?
Dak just chokes every year, man.
Well, I don't know.
They only play good whenever it doesn't matter,
This Packers game was not. I wouldn't say it was Dak's fault, honestly. It was mainly the defense.
It was C.D. Lamb. I'm telling you.
He dropped a couple passes. He dropped so many passes.
Like, how are you gonna catch all these passes all year, but whenever it's in a game that is on like the line, your season's on the line.
He's like, "Oh, it's all right,"
And they're at home where they haven't lost a game.
Literally,
like
2 years. 2 years they did not lose a game.
About to give up on them.
They said next year will be Mike McCarthy's last year if he doesn't produce anything.
If he gets fired, he could at least produce a hot ass album.
I mean, if he gets fired, we could promote Dan Quinn to our head coaching job, and he could still.
He could actually do something.
I mean, he could still teach the defense. You know what I mean, as well, and be head coach.
You know who, honestly, I think we need as a coach? Jason Witten.
You know,
But
I
he's
didn't even think about that.
he coached his son's high school football team to the championship, and they won.
Yeah, how many years did he work there before that? It was like 2 years,
No,
right?
it won. It was
It
his
wasn't the
first.
first year, was it?
I'm pretty sure it was his first season.
Was it? I could have
Yeah,
sworn I saw something about him, being terrible the first year. And then the second year, they came back and, won the championship.
maybe that's true. I don't know. We got to look more into it.
For him to do that in only 2 years, that's a real accomplishment right there,
Yeah,
for sure.
I bet a high school team could honestly beat Dak and the Cowboys.
I mean, look at Sean Payton. Do you remember
Yeah,
whenever they faced our team?
yeah.
We were
So
back there watching
it
him
was
and his son.
whenever Sean Payton was suspended from the NFL,
Yeah.
and yeah, dude, that was insane. He was in Springtown, and it was
We
like
actually went.
middle school team.
Yeah, no, it was intermediate, I think. Actually,
Well,
maybe
basically
it was
middle.
middle
It was
school. Maybe it
basically
was middle
middle
school.
school.
It was, so I was on the black team,
You
and
played against his son's team?
no, I did not.
Oh,
Our team lost. Like, our team wasn't part of all that. The orange team was like 11-0 or something like that. They were like 9-0. I don't know how many games are in a Pee Wee game anymore.
and Sean Payton's son's team got whooped by Springtown.
Yeah, it was
They
like
made that,
56-0 or some
They
shit
made
like
that
that.
Netflix movie about it.
Yeah, was it?
What's
But
it
they
called?
didn't get the right colors in that movie at all.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't even use
Because
the right names.
copyright.
Well, I mean, I'm sure, like, if they asked permission, we would have said yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That would
I
be
mean,
cool.
it's a small town. They want to be in a movie, like
Exactly.
big.
That would be so cool.
With Kevin James, the guy from the meme.
That was okay. So speaking of memes, what do you think was the top meme from this year?
You mean 2023?
Yes.
Yeah. Top meme, probably the Kevin James meme.
Kevin James
Swear.
meme.